Okay, this morning's ride, we just decided, my wife and I were like, hey, let's go to Yosemite National Park. We've really been meaning to get there during the winter so we could see the snow and massive waterfalls and all of that. Let me show you on a map where we're headed. And so really quickly, I mean, it looks kind of like a straight line from where I live all the way out to Yosemite National Park and back. It's 300 miles. And let's see. It's pretty simple. We're going to take 205. What's 580 to 205 out this way? We hit Highway 120. 120 out to Oakdale. 120. You just keep taking Highway 120 all the way up. We're going to go past, what lake is this? I always forget. Is this like Don Pedro? And you go up over that. I want to point out a couple of cool things here. When you're on Highway 120, you go past Lake Don Pedro. And you come up to this section here. Let's go in here a little bit closer. And you can see the road goes this way. Or you can take this Old Priest grade up that way. And I'd say expert ride up this way or down this way. And kind of a meandering way that way. All right, anyways, it's still Highway 120 all the way up through the mountains. And we get ourselves into Yosemite National Park, and we'll take ourselves down into the valley. We're going to go around the valley here, take a look at some of the waterfalls. Hopefully there's some big old waterfalls flowing. I don't remember which ones are which, and I'm going to be completely confused when we're in there, but I'm sure we'll figure it out, and you guys can correct me where I'm wrong. But there's Yosemite Falls, which is over here. There is Bridalveil Falls over here somewhere. And we'll head to the visitor center. We'll cruise on out and we'll make it home. 300 miles and a few stops along the way. Right on. All right, guys, we'll see you on the road. All right, good morning. We're going to, I want to say Yellowstone. We're going to Yosemite. And here we go. That's Highway 49 going that direction. That's a really fun road. And as we cross over this little bridge right here, there is a road you can take to get up to Yosemite, which is called Old Priest Grade. There it is right there. And you can take that up to the right. And it is a shortcut, so it takes a little bit less time. And I don't know if you can see how that is a lot steeper. And then this one is, you can see it up top there and then right in here, and it's just kind of nice sweepers and really smooth because it's been resurfaced recently. All right, so we are in Yosemite National Park. Just came through the front gate. Cut down in here where we got some views, and we're gonna pull off and take a look at it right here in this first little turn off. Oh, there's, what is that, Half Dome? First view of Half Dome. Hey, this is a good place to stop. Alright, let's see, way over on this side is not really a parking space. Oh, it's a motorcycle parking space. Right there, look at that. That's awesome. Alright, let's take a look around. Let's rock and roll. Anybody coming? Nope. Alright. And this is the canyon getting down into Yosemite. Midday doesn't make it, I mean, it's super nice and the weather's warm. In fact, we'll probably take a couple of layers off and get down to the valley. But, oh, we got a little tunnel. Woo! Going through the tunnel. There should be a waterfall off up to our left somewhere around in here. Didn't we see one? Well, we did when we were out there.
Oh, went up there, yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh.
That's all right. Oh, this is...
Wow.
I had stopped at this little spot here. There was a good overlook of somebody having their door open into traffic. It's a good overlook there with a really, I've got a great picture of that if I can find it. And it was like it was the first thing in the morning with the clouds coming through, and across the canyon there's this rock with a tree on it. It just looks amazing. And yeah, it's just super cool. I love all the granite drop-offs and everything. These shelves of granite coming down look super cool. Yeah. Really meant to come out here in the winter. And I think we're getting pretty close down to the bottom. The other way you come in, which is just off to our right here, there's a big waterfall right there with a lot of water coming up. And I can't remember if that's Bridalveil Falls. We're going to find out here in a minute. There's Bridalveil Falls right there. It's closed to, everybody's going there, but they've got it guarded off with a bunch of fencing. People knocked the fencing down. It's too sad. We decided not to go in there because that's just doesn't feel right. So, but it's beautiful. Got a couple little pictures here, and that's a gorgeous view right there looking at Bridalveil Falls. And we got the river coming through. I think that's Merced River. Pretty sure. And all these little pullouts. On a motorcycle, you can pick any one you want because you can park anywhere in here. That's super cool. Find a little spot to have lunch. Do you want to go over to the visitor center, or do you want to just find a spot here and eat lunch?
I would like to go to the visitor center.
Chocolate. That's all important. Get some chocolates. I was thinking of Yosemite Falls back there. This is Yosemite Falls here that you can't see through the trees unless you see it kind of peek out there as we go by. Much more water coming off Yosemite Falls here. That's gorgeous. You can see 3 falls coming down. It's hard to see through the trees. And maybe we'll get a chance to get over there a little closer. I think it might open it up over here. As soon as we get through the forest here, I think it opens up and we'll get a good view. Yes, it does. Here we go. I'm going to pull off the side of the road real quick. Take a quick view of that. Look at that. Heck yeah. Now since we're with a motorcycle, we are on one actually. I'm just going to pull right off here and stop because I can. And look at that. That's crazy. That's super cool the way it comes down like that. They've got a trail that you can walk up and get kind of into all that water. I mean, like the overspray. Pretty neat. And then when we get around the corner here, we'll be able to see, if we take this direction, that's North Dome. And at the bottom, going to your left, as it slopes down, there's a little camp area in there that we'll stay at when we do some backpacking sometimes. And I've taken people through there. That's a really neat place. You can hike up on top of North Dome there and have a great view of Half Dome, which is directly across from it. Pretty neat. Pretty nice and easy hike coming from the higher country back down into that. So it's a lot of downhill and just a few uphill climbs. Not too bad. I always tell people it's all downhill, but there is a couple of climbs. Anyways, pretty beautiful. We're going to continue on. So you can see Half Dome. That's super cool. Looking off to Half Dome, Visitor Center, Yosemite Village, Ahwahnee Hotel. There's our Half Dome view. It's so cool. I think we need a lot more time here. I think that's what we're finding. I'm going to turn left here. We could go straight, but we're going to turn left to go over to the village. And that's super cool. Whew. Have to hop in line to get out of the valley. And Wow, it really looks like a big old line to get out of the valley, but it was pretty nice. I think we need a lot more time here. We didn't have nearly enough time to spend here and be able to do a couple of hikes or anything like that, so I think getting here first thing in the morning would be the way to go. And we're going to work our way on out of the park and back up out of the valley and up out of the park. Just about to leave the valley, and I'm looking up at this massive cliff here that looks super cool. And we were just talking about how there's a lot of construction and things going on here in the valley, and a lot of repair because the fire came right on through here. It looks like it burned part of the lodge or the village that's down there, and so there's a ton of construction, but they're really working on it. Right, it'll be interesting, I think you're saying, for more of a comparison to see what it looks like when it's all fixed up. But right now feels like it's tethered and worn a little bit, but I think it'll, it's certainly going to come back. I'm just thinking this is a nice piece of road. Maybe it's because we're not coming into the sun exactly. Going away from it makes you can see a little better. But it's a pretty road coming up out of the valley. Highway 120, same road we came in on, but the view going the other way actually seems better. It's at least different. Well, I think for sure we need to come back a little earlier, spend some more time, take in a hike or two.
Well, it was a fantastic ride and fantastic views, but we got to get home, so we'll see you next time.